Gender, male. Title, The Dirt Under My Fingernails. I woke up again, the sharp tang of earth filling my nostrils, and this time, there was more. A thick clod, packed hard beneath my fingernails, the skin around them raw and scraped. My wife, Sarah, was already up, making coffee, her back to me. "Morning," she said, her voice tired. "Still happening?" I just grunted, heading for the bathroom sink, the scraping sound of my nails against the ceramic basin grating on my nerves. It had started about a month ago, subtle at first. Just a smudge of dirt, a little grit under the nail when I'd wake up. I chalked it up to gardening, even though I hadn't touched the rose bushes in weeks. Sarah would just sigh, tell me I was sleepwalking, roll over, and go back to sleep. She'd started leaving a small bowl of water and a nail brush by the bed, a gesture that felt more like exasperation than care. Life had been good. Predictable. We'd bought the house on Maplewood Lane 2 years ago, a quiet, tree-lined street in a town where the biggest excitement was the annual bake sale. I'm an accountant, Sarah's a librarian. Our biggest drama used to be deciding what to watch on Netflix. Normal. Utterly, blissfully normal. Until the dirt. The first few times, I'd just brush it off, literally and figuratively. But then it got worse. The dirt wasn't just a little bit anymore, it was like I'd been clawing at something. Dark, loamy soil, smelling faintly of decay, clinging to my skin. I started to feel a phantom ache in my fingertips, a dull throb that wouldn't go away. I'd wake up with scratched arms, faint red lines that Sarah dismissed as mosquito bites. But there were no mosquitoes in the house, and the scratches were too deep, too ragged. I started having these weird dreams, fragmented images of moonlight filtering through leaves, the sound of digging, a desperate, silent struggle. I'd wake up in a cold sweat, my heart hammering against my ribs, convinced I'd heard something. The silence in the house would be deafening, punctuated only by Sarah's soft breathing from our bedroom. I remember one night, I woke up around 3 a.m. The house was dark, silent. I went downstairs, and the back door was slightly ajar. I closed it, my hand shaking, and leaned against the cool wood, trying to convince myself it was just the wind. But there was no wind that night. Not a single leaf stirred on the ancient oak tree in our backyard. Then Sarah suggested the security camera. "Just for peace of mind," she'd said, her eyes too wide, too knowing. "So we can see what you're doing when you're out of it." I agreed, mostly because I was desperate for an answer, for proof that I wasn't losing my mind. The next morning, we watched the footage. It was awful. Around 1 a.m., my own body, my own hands, started digging. Not with a shovel, not with any tool, but with my bare hands. I was digging in the far corner of the backyard, near the old, forgotten shed, under the gnarled branches of the lilac bush. For hours, my ghostly self, illuminated by the grainy infrared, just dug. My movements were jerky, frantic. The camera picked up the faint sounds of scraping, of earth being disturbed, of something being dragged, or maybe pushed. Sarah was silent, her face a mask of horror. But it was the final minutes of the recording that broke me. As dawn approached, my sleepwalking self knelt down, pushing something small and indistinct into the hole, covering it with dirt, patting it down with a grim sort of finality. Then, as if a switch flipped, my body straightened up, walked back into the house, and I woke up in bed, the dirt already under my nails. Now, every night, I lie awake, dreading the moment my eyes flutter shut. I feel the pull, the insistent urge to go outside, to dig. I resist, I clench my fists, I bite my tongue until I taste blood. But I know with a certainty that chills me to the bone, that it's only a matter of time before my hands start to move on their own. And I'm starting to remember the dreams, the feeling of something so heavy, so desperate, beneath the soil. What did I bury? Or, what did I dig up? The dirt is still there, under my nails, and I can feel it pushing through the skin, trying to get out.